Technology. Friend to some, foe to many. Lately there's been some debate as whether should technology be in the classroom. My classroom would not be complete and truly be preparing my students for the world if I did not have technology. Now, technology is a tool, and when used correctly, it can enhance students' learning. In my future classroom, I will have at least computers, iPads, and smartboards. So currently, students have to meet standards. And I know what you're thinking. State standards? I'm not a fan of those. Well, these state standards are all centered around making the student be able to thrive in the evolving technological landscape that they will eventually have to be a part of. There are 7 ISTE standards to help students with technology. These standards make it to where the student becomes an empowered learner, a digital citizen, a knowledge constructor, an innovative designer, a computational thinker, a creative communicator, and a global collaborator. All good things. Now, speaking of empowered learner, we have a tool that can be used in the classroom called Edmodo. Now, Edmodo is built a lot like Facebook. It helps families keep in touch with what their student is doing in school, and the student can even access it. You can take quizzes, fill out polls, just get notifications, and even pictures on the news feed. For Tool 2, designing a spaghetti tower. It's a lesson that's easy to do, where you use cheap materials and you're free to create an imaginative solution to the problem. This is the key to critical thinking, and instead of just testing and forgetting, students are permitted to record their building where they have little time to plan, a limited time to test, and then assess where they are. This helps them practice cooperation, gives opportunity for group work in the classroom, allows for opportunities of leadership. This shows that technology is not something that's a distraction to the students, but instead a really good aid. Next, we have an hour of code. On code.org, you are in a Minecraft world where YouTubers help you help yourself. You learn to code. It shows what code is, shows what coding, how it works, appeals to a child's personal interests, such as a video game. But instead of this just being for fun, students are learning a valuable lesson on how coding is. It really does also show children how to organize efficiently and helpfully. It also shows children the power of cause and effect. Now, next is a tool from Curiosity Machine. Curiosity Machine is a site where you can go on and do any type of project, and you upload your steps doing the project. Now, you may think this is very similar to the spaghetti tower tool, but even though I constructed personally an edible tower, it was completely different. And instead of just having your own data for you to go back and view, you can, before you start your project, look at everybody who's done the project before and kind of get ideas of what you could do based on what they did. For this, you become a global collaborator. You're using a digital tool to broaden your perspective and enrich your learning by collaborating with others and working efficiently in teams locally and globally. Even right now, I am fulfilling one of the ISTE standards. By videotaping this video, I'm able to clearly communicate and express myself creatively in a variety of different platforms. Technology is simply a tool. It goes along with the structure for the classroom I want to have. Vygotsky's social development theory. This is also known as the foundations for constructivism. With Vygotsky, you have 3 things you really have to know. Vygotsky believes that social interaction is the key to learning, whereas Piaget believes that social interaction is after the learning. So in order to learn the way that Vygotsky thinks is more efficient, is you have social learning, and that precedes development. So by talking things out, a student is better able to learn. And this is done with Edmodo. And this is done with the spaghetti tower, the hour of code, and curiosity machine. Students are put in an environment where they can talk about their learning to better enhance it. For Vygotsky, another thing to know is the more knowledgeable other. This can serve as a teacher or a computer, just anything that is more knowledgeable than the student. This brings us to the zone of proximal development. ZPD is all about this graph that I'm drawing currently. In the middle is what a child can do without any help. The middle ring is what the child can do with the more knowledgeable other helping them. And then the outer ring is what the child can't do. That middle ring is the zone of proximal development. With the help of computers, the help of a teacher, a student is able to achieve more than if they were by themselves. For instance, Edmodo is supposed to bring family together and allows parents to view what the student has been doing. But if the parent can't access Edmodo on their own, it's not as helpful as it could be. This gives a student a chance to become the MKO and teach their parent how to properly access, because there could be a language barrier and also a technology barrier. Technology is like a type of literacy. Some people truly can't read it. But by teaching our students how to, they can better teach others how to. Of course, I will have technology in my classroom. I want to make sure that I put out empowered learners, digital citizens, knowledge constructors, innovative designers, computational thinkers, creative communicators, and global collaborators into our world.